we need to talk about one of the most successful tech companies in real estate and why their entire business model is suddenly on a collision course with automated software. Millions of people use Zillow as a form of digital entertainment. Browsing multi-million-dollar mansions in cities you don't live in at 2 in the morning is a documented cultural pastime. Because of that, we tend to view the platform as a helpful public utility, a neutral map for looking up housing prices. But that interface is actually a highly optimized trap designed to capture your attention and keep you scrolling. For decades, real estate data was tightly guarded. If you wanted to see the local listings, you had to physically sit in an office like this and ask a professional to pull physical paper files. Zillow took that gate-kept information, digitized it, and put it on an interactive map. But the map isn't the product. Their revenue relies on the Contact Agent button. They track your searches, package your clicks into a qualified lead, and sell that lead to real estate agents through a system called the Premier Agent Program. This $20 billion empire works for one reason: it requires human friction. The entire ecosystem requires you to sit at a screen, manually filtering zip codes, scrolling through photos, and eventually clicking a button to ask for help. But a rapidly maturing technology is removing the human from that search process. It's a category called Agentic AI. You are already familiar with standard generative AI. You open a chat box, ask a question, and it generates text or code in response. It requires a human to guide every step of the conversation. Agentic AI operates differently. Instead of just talking to you, an AI agent takes a high-level goal from the user and autonomously executes a multi-step sequence across the internet to achieve it. Instead of spending your weekend clicking through a map, you type a single prompt. Find me a 4-bedroom, mid-century modern home with a flat roof in the 90210 zip code, listed under $3 million. The agent spins up in the background. It independently scrapes regional property databases, cross-references images to filter out the wrong architectural styles, finds the contact information for the listing agents, and drafts emails to them proposing a tour schedule for your Saturday. The software handles the sorting, the filtering, and the initial outreach. And if the machine executes that process autonomously, you never actually open the aggregator's website. This chart shows the architectural layout of Zillow's traditional 3-step revenue funnel. It maps a human user's journey through 3 distinct stages: the interface, the ad views, and finally, the lead generation toll booth. When an AI agent performs the search, it pulls raw data straight from the back-end servers. This automated pathway completely circumvents the user interface at Node 1. Without a human scrolling the map, all those featured listings and targeted banner ads go unseen. The ad revenue at Node 2 immediately zeroes out. Finally, because the agent scrapes the property owner's direct contact information and emails them on your behalf, Zillow's primary product, the Contact Agent box at Node 3, is bypassed entirely. By extracting raw data and skipping these monetization checkpoints, the AI agent structurally dismantles every link in Zillow's chain of profitability. Zillow's specific financial vulnerability is a canary in the coal mine for a massive sector of the tech industry. Tech analysts refer to companies like Yelp, Expedia, and Zillow as aggregators. These companies generate massive revenue merely by acting as middlemen for organized information. They don't fly the planes or build the houses. But an aggregator's leverage relies entirely on a human needing a clean, manual interface to sift through all that data. Once autonomous software can reliably navigate messy databases, apply complex filters, and curate the results in seconds, the market value of simply providing search drops to zero. To survive this shift, platforms like Zillow will have to pivot away from being consumer destinations. Instead, they must become the API infrastructure that external AI agents plug into. This requires a shift from selling human leads to realtors to selling automated actions to machines. Previous eras of the internet were defined by providing tools for humans to look things up. We sat at screens, typing queries, applying filters, and reading lists. In the new era, digital proxies will hold those tools. They do the browsing and the executing in the background without the need for a visual interface. Real estate is merely the first major industry domino to fall. When human attention is no longer the required engine for search, the very concept of the interface begins to die.